Baton Rouge Magnet High School is one of a kind. It was turned into a magnet school in 1976. There are only two magnet schools that are dedicated in the state of Louisiana. One is Caddo Parish, and it was made in our image. So we're a pretty unique school. The magnet component of Baton Rouge High is the visual performing arts and academic. We pride ourselves on whether it's an advanced placement class, an honors class, or a regular class, that we strive to seek excellence for all of our students, not just our top students. We pride ourselves on working with every student. I believe in personalizing my principalship to working with students one-on-one. I really enjoy talking to students, whether it's they're having a bad day or they're celebrating being a presidential scholar candidate. So Baton Rouge High has been here a long time, but a magnet school since 1976, and we have 1,500 students, grades 9 through 12.
Careful, okay? And here we go.
She was showing us how liquid nitrogen can cool oxygen and carbon dioxide to different states because its freezing point, the boiling point of liquid nitrogen is lower than that of carbon dioxide and oxygen. So when you put oxygen in it, it becomes liquid, and when you put carbon dioxide in it, it becomes solid. I've learned a lot here, more than I could probably learn anywhere else. It's a lot more challenging, but I do learn a lot. I have a lot of work.
We're doing basic mechanical drafting, and in our second semester here in Tech Drafting 2, we use SolidWorks. We teach that program because most of the universities and their mechanical engineering programs teach that because that's what industry uses out there.
I want to become a chemical engineer, and so I'm taking, like physics, chemistry, and stuff like that, and we've had good teachers, and I've learned a lot.
I teach Latin and sometimes ancient Greek. It enhances them in many ways. First of all, it really helps them learn how to analyze and use critical thinking skills in all their disciplines. It also helps them understand and appreciate what's happened before in ancient times and how it relates to what happens today. We talk about rhetorical devices in Latin 3, and we see politicians use that.
It really does help you with standardized tests, and it also opens you up to new cultures. I actually took Latin when I was in middle school, and I have to say it's given me a really good, profound experience.
English really covers almost any life skill I can think about. Communication, analyzing information, empathizing with others, having a social awareness, having an awareness of culture and cultural norms.
I'd like to become a physicist and ideally study at CERN, the largest physics lab in the world, but that's a high dream. But the school's done well to prepare me in that area. I'm taking Physics 1 honors this year and taking Physics 2 AP next year. And they also have a wide variety of extracurriculars that pertain to this field, including the STEM Club, the robotics team, and the Mechanical Technical Student Association.
Good morning and welcome to Bulldog TV. I'm Kiera Kolar. Please stand for the pledge. Remain standing for a moment of silence.
We have a director, a teleprompter operator, a stage crew of 2, and an anchor who reads the morning announcements that we've prepared, put in the teleprompter. And we put these in our digital data recorder and then play them back for the entire school at about 3 times during the day, so the teachers who choose to can watch them projected in their classrooms on Channel 95, Baton Rouge High closed circuit television.
I have been in this class for 3 years now, and I think the media field, which I'm interested, really enhances my education by being able to know what's going on around me. This class is really into news and being able to say, what's going on around you in a good manner to communicate with other people.
Hi, we are at Baton Rouge High. I'm Asia, a 4th-year student in the radio training program, and here I have with me Amber Thomas, who is also a 4th-year student in the radio training program.
This is really kind of cool for a high school radio operation. Many high schools in other parts of the country have a radio station. It's uncommon around here, but what makes us especially unique is the fact that we have two stations, an AM station and an FM station. The benefit in that is it gives students more opportunity to be on the air. If you would think of a radio station as a lab, well then we have two labs. Plus the two stations program themselves differently, which allows us to serve a greater portion of the community and what we have to offer.
It teaches you great amounts of responsibility, so because you really have to act older in your age to run a station like this. It's a good opportunity.
We're in the middle of rehearsing for what is our contest this year at Loyola Jazz Festival. We get rated, we perform with other high schools from around the country. Musicians, people who take music, consistently do well in standardized testing and in other scores. And I look at music, it's another language.
I love music, it's one of my passions, and so if I were to come to school every day and not be able to, play music, then I would probably not be as happy as I am. It's definitely it motivates me to do better in school in a weird way. If I do all of my homework, I'll get to play music and I get to enjoy myself. I get to create art, and that's really the most beautiful thing is creating. I want to create something beautiful.
Let me tell you then, the hypothesis that passed through my mind in Baker Street.
What's with all the weapons?
What's the motive for hurting an innocent child?
What's wrong with the dog?
Why would she hurt Jackie?
Who's to blame?
You never see a school a high-performing school where you don't have the arts. I don't know which comes first. I don't know if it's that there's great arts and so that attracts great minds, or that great minds need to be cultivated with fabulous art. But you don't have one without the other.
I've loved it. I've loved every year. This is the ideal school for me. I have zero regrets about going here. The staff is amazing. My director and teacher, Glenn McMahon, has absolutely inspired me and changed my life, and I have never felt closer to any group of people in my life than I have to my cast and crew.
A sound mind, sound body. The coordination, the kinesthetic perception, the agility, the strength, the confidence one builds in this particular class, I think, carries on for a lifetime.
Books are important. A library is important. This is the hub of the school. This is where all the information can be found. I understand all the digital media that you're talking about, but having that book in your hand still means a lot to the student.
I think it's easy to feel lost in a big environment, and Baton Rouge is pretty big, but I don't feel lost here. I feel like people know who we are and they respect us.
We do well in everything we do because it's the pride that we have. Talk to the students about excellence and doing the best that they can, and very, very honored to be the principal of this school. Our school is very special that we have the alumni supporting us as much as they do.